self-accountability, self-responsibility, and I'm going to fucking say it, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps seems to be a much more rare thing nowadays. Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love. Morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are, welcome to my channel, welcome to the family. So I was in a discussion earlier today, and the person was basically saying that they wanted pretty much everything for free. They wanted their healthcare free, they wanted college free, they wanted food to be free, they wanted clothing to be free, they wanted everything to be free. And I said, well, why would you want that attitude? Because somebody's got to pay for it somewhere, somehow. And he said, because he just didn't want to work. So I told him, well, I had pulled myself up by the bootstraps. And everybody else that was involved in this little conversation I was having jumped at me and literally attacked me, saying I couldn't say, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. So that kind of affected me. I said, well, what kind of a position are we in a world where we can't even say, hey, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, tighten your belt, whatever it takes. And I'm speaking from experience, because not that long ago, I was homeless, eating out of dumpsters to survive. And I pulled myself up by the bootstraps. I had self-accountability, and it works. I bought this today. This right here. This is a beautiful car. This is the best car that I have ever had. And it's gorgeous. I thoroughly enjoy it. It is a beautiful car. So pulling yourself up by the bootstraps works. And yes, we all need a little bit of help along the way. I did get food stamps. I did get on Section 8 housing. And I use them for what they are designed for, which is to be a step up in the right direction. But in the end, it depends on self-accountability. So when we get in these conversations with people and they say they want this for free and they want that for free and they want everything for free and they want socialism, people like us have got to pay for that. Which is why we can't just sit back and say, hey, you know, okay, yeah, la-ti-da, let them speak. No. Let them pull themselves up by the bootstraps. If they want help along the way, I am glad to help anybody who's willing to help themselves. I don't care. You want to come to the United States from whatever country you're in, come here through the proper channels. Because it's only fair that if we let you into the country that we know who you are. If you're a good person, that's only fair. Would you open your door? Would you just unlock your door, leave with a sign for the entire world saying anybody's welcome? You wouldn't. And if you say you would, you're lying to yourself. You're not lying to me, because I know better. You're lying to yourself. This self-entitled attitude that some of the young people, mostly, it seems, have today, it stems from having liberals in college. Honestly, liberal teachers breed liberal students. Then students that are conservative get out, and then the next step up is liberal, and then all the ones beneath them see liberal, and guess what? You've got nothing but liberals. So even if you go into college and you're conservative, you're stifled. You can't have free speech because you're conservative. Your views go against the popular majority, no matter how bad the decisions may be. But in the end, we can't let things like this die. We have to speak up, which is why I wanted to make this video, because there are certain times in our lives when we have to say, hey, you know what? This is absolutely enough. We cannot let this dipshittery, I'm going to make that a word, hashtag dipshittery, last. I cussed. I know. I am sorry. I apologize. If you're entitled, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. If you're down and you don't think you can, go get some help. But in the end, it's all up to you, because nobody can help you more than yourself. You have to bite the bullet and do the hard work. And my guys out there is this: speak up, regardless of your opinions. If they're crap opinions, I'm going to tell you they're crap opinions, and so is anybody else who has any kind of good mindset. Don't stifle it. Speak up and shed those bad ideas and get better ones instead. And pull yourself up by those bootstraps is a good idea. I can't believe that literally everybody around me during that conversation jumped on me for saying that. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps, have some self-responsibility and some self-accountability. What is wrong with that? Can anybody answer me? Is there anything wrong with that? No. There's nothing wrong with that. I worked hard for what I got. White privilege my ass. I worked hard for this. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my body because at one point I was in a wheelchair and quite a heavy set. But I fought. I pulled myself up by the bootstraps, and so can anybody else out there. If you need a helping hand, it's okay to ask. But don't abuse the system, because all you're doing is taking money from us out of our pockets that could go to better things, that can make the society a better place. In the end, unfortunately, everything boils down to money, where money goes, what money's used for. And that's the end. Want to know the truth? Follow the money. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. I'm going to get out for now. Got another one coming up, and we're getting really close to the reveal of my surprise channel. It's going to be a YouTube first. I'm excited for it. It is a ton of work, but it is a YouTube first as far as I understand it. It is an original work of art performed right before your very eyes. So I hope you guys like it. I've put a lot of work into it, and we're getting really close to reveal, and I'm excited for it, and I hope you guys watch it. I've purposely made the name a little bit difficult to find. You guys are going to be the first. So I thank you for watching, and I think this channel that I just started is going to be huge. I think it's going to be something special. I think it's going to say, look at the new age of sharing ideas, sharing stories. I think you guys are going to like it. So you guys have a good night, a good evening, and I will catch you on the next one.